Hello, let's take a look at my bearish and bullish scenarios for Bitcoin, starting with the bearish scenarios on the 1 hour chart. Here we are counting this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave A, B, C, D, E, a triangle in wave B, and then we move up in a wave C, after that moving down, taking out this low in a wave 5. The other possibility is counting this as a wave A, same as the other one, but now A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal in a wave B, moving up in a wave C, and down in a wave 5, taking out this low. The other possibility is counting this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, same as before, but WXY, B, C. And here we are finished with the zigzag. Now looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an impulse, wave 1, ABC 2, 3, 4, 5, taking out this low. The only bullish scenario is this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulse here, and now we're looking for A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal in a wave C, and then we are moving up in a wave 3, 4, 5, looking for higher prices, and then this is the low for Bitcoin. So which one of these have the highest probability? If we start with the bullish scenario here, so wave 1 in an impulse, but then wave 2, you can see here, it is very long in time. So I have marked here the fib time for wave 2. You don't want to be over a fib time for a wave 2 because then it has a higher probability of being a wave B. So that is why I have this. If we are taking out this low, then it is impossible to count this as a W, X, Y, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning that we need to have an ending diagonal. And if we have an ending diagonal, taking out this low, we end up after this for fib time, and then the probabilities switch for this to be a wave B, this whole thing. And if this is a wave B, then this has a higher probability of being A, B, and then a wave C. And therefore that has a higher probability of taking out that low. Time is never an invalidation. That is important to be aware of, but it is a guideline. So yeah, take that into consideration. And then if we move on to the bearish scenarios, so A, B, C, D, E works fine as a triangle, then wave B, C, and then moving down. The thing here is that the most common wave in a triangle to be a complex structure is wave C, and we got that, so that works fine with this scenario with wave B being a triangle. Although triangles are very not common, that is one of the more uncommon structures, it works fine in this case, as long as we don't take out the invalidation here. But then if we move on to this, so A, B, C, here you want this, the minimum target, to be hit, and I can show you that that is the 38.2 fib, which is a common target, or a rare you want to hit that if you are looking for a wave B. You can hit 23.6, but that is more uncommon. So for this to have the highest probability, we want to hit 38.2. Meaning that we are taking out the invalidation of the triangle. But then this takes over as the highest probability, and then we are moving up in a wave C, and after that we are moving down. Because if this is an A, B, C, this is a correction, and then we are looking for a higher probability of taking out this, unless if this is the start of a diagonal, then we don't need to take out this low. But a diagonal is a very uncommon structure in itself. Then if we move on to this, so A, B, C, can the correction be over here? Yes, it can be, but this wave C is very short compared to wave A. So you can see here, we didn't even hit the 38.2, which is very uncommon for a wave C. You want to hit at least 61.8, 100, 161.8, and a maximum of 261.8 basically. But here we didn't hit even 38.2, so that lowers the probabilities of this being complete significantly. Is it impossible that we are complete here? No, never impossible. These are just guidelines. We are not breaking any rules. That is important to be aware of. So therefore this move down needs to be an impulse, and then A, B, C, because you can't count this as an impulse is extremely not probable. You need to force count a lot of things to make it work. So 1 ABC in a wave 2, and if we hit this, then it's a low probability of wave 2, and if we take out this, this is the invalidation for this scenario, meaning that we are not really done here with the correction. So yeah, keep in mind the invalidations. Invalidate them one by one. If we take out this, triangle is no longer valid, and then if we take out this, higher probability for a wave B, and also the only bullish scenario. If we take out this after the fib time 4, yeah, it's a lower probability of an impulse. Can it be an impulse? Yes, as I mentioned, it can be, but as I mentioned, time is never an invalidation, it's just a guideline, but it lowers the probability. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and also I hope that you had a great day.